What's going on YouTube? Jockey here. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of gameplay from Farming Simulator 17. With me I have Fire EMS 9. He has his own YouTube channel, TAC Tactical. Where you at, Fire?
Uh, you started the video a little early. I'm still kind of back here doing my business, but the shitter's
What?
full.
The shitter's full.
The
Man, would
shitter's
you
full.
get out of the outhouse and come on?
What? Well, can you close the door the rest of the way? It's
No.
kind of it's affecting my privacy. Okay, so anyway, YouTube, I'm Fire EMS 9. That's my gamer tag. My YouTube channel is TAC Tactical, and I'm here to help Jockey start his YouTube channel off. And we decided to do something with Farming Simulator because it's one of those games a lot of people would pass up, but it's actually pretty entertaining if you do it right. One of the hard things is getting started, and I've noticed on this map a lot of times there's trees where I don't want trees. It's very time consuming to get rid of those, although it does make you money, and a lot of people also want to make money by working with trees anyway. It is quite a process to cut the tree down, put the tree on a trailer, drive the trailer to the sawmill, unload the trees. It's just a big process. It's very, very time consuming, and compared to other farming simulator games, it doesn't earn you nearly as much money in the new one here. So what they did do is they added this machine here called the Gens HE700, and everyone is looking over this thing. I've watched several videos trying to get ideas for this video, and everyone is using the ones that chip the wood into wood chips and then load it into a trailer, and then you have to drive the trailer to the sawmill, and it's all very time consuming. This thing chips them into wood chips and sells them and everything for you. You don't need a trailer, you don't need a tractor. All you need is this machine and a chainsaw. And just for the sake of making everything look good, we also have a JCB here with a stump grinder to make the land look nice afterwards. So I believe Josh is going to show you how all of this that I've just explained works, and the advantages and disadvantages to it.
Alright, so first off we're going to cut down this small tree right here. Go ahead and turn it this way. Back just a little bit. Chop this bad boy down. Sometimes we run into a situation like this where the tree does not completely fall.
I'm gonna fix that for you.
Oh, that works too. Oh no, I'm dying. Alright, so then what I like to do is to cut all the limbs off. It makes feeding it into the machine just that much easier. This one you can actually cut into, I believe, what is it, Fire? 3 segments?
Yeah, the first two, basically guys, the way it works is the trees, before he cuts, well he's already cut a little bit of it. If you'll look at it, see how it's pointy, kind of tapers down? Well, the game actually accounts for the weight difference in that. So the pointy end weighs less than, say, the big round end down here. So down here you want two short sections, but you can leave the end pretty long and still be able to pick it up because it's not as dense.
Well, I feel I messed that part up, but we'll go ahead and press on as we...
Got it a little bit.
Let's see.
We might... No, we can still pick these big long sections up. Look.
Alright, so the machine is constantly running.
I dropped the log.
And
Yeah.
the best reaction that we could get is to drop the log right onto it, and it feeds right into the machine. And as you should see here momentarily, for some reason my money didn't go up on this one.
And I had zero. Well, I got $614 and I had zero. So we just processed
there
that
it goes.
entire tree.
So now I have
That whole tree's gone.
Yep. And I just gained $1,232. It's not much, but when you're starting out, that 1,200, I can't remember exactly what it was, will add up over time. Keep in
And not to
mind that
mention I got 200 or 600 of it.
keep in mind the only real things that you need are this machine right here, which costs, let me see, $72,000, and your chainsaw, which is $1,000, so that's $73,000. We have our pickup truck up here, which helped for the fast travel up here, and then you have our stump grinder, which helps make the place look just a little bit neater. Those last two things are convenience items. You don't need them, and your loan should be able to cover this machine and a chainsaw.
I will say you probably want some way up here though. I don't know if he showed you the map because you can only see his screen, but we're way up here in the forest.
Yeah, if you look right here on the map, you got the starting fields of 12, 14, and 15. If you follow the road all the way up, you'll get to this little spot right here where we're at. You zoom in, this is exactly where we are. And it's quite a hike if you don't really have any means of getting up here. But you do keep in mind that this is a truck that we purchased. You do have your starter truck, which will also provide a means of transportation up here.
I think it's important to mention that where we're at is kind of meant for logging. It's basically just some roads back in the woods, and this is a really good place to start. And if you can imagine, if you did this the old-fashioned way from previous games, you've got to cut all these trees down, cut them into sections, and then either chip them or load the sections on the trailers and drive all the way to the sawmill, which is the farthest other side of the map from where we're at. So this thing might have a little bit higher running cost, might be a little bit more expensive than buying the other equipment in general, but it pretty much pays for itself because we're done. That tree is gone. You can't tell where it ever was. We ground the stump up, and we've been paid for it, and we've never left this little spot on the map up here.
Right. And that's the major benefit of also that you only need your chainsaw and the machine, is that you can pick these logs up by hand. And before, in previous games, you would have to buy a machine that would have the log forks, pick it up, and then feed it into the machine. Or in the previous games, you didn't have this machine, and like you said, you'd have to load it onto the trailer, and that'd just be an extra cost.
Yeah, and I really like the way this works out for someone that doesn't have a lot of money. We're talking about a base minimum cost is $73,000 and some change. A chainsaw's $1,000, and this thing's 72 and some change. Now I will say, if you cut bigger trees, you're gonna have to kind of cut them smaller because they're heavier. So there is a weight limit on what you can pick up by hand. So if you want to cut really big trees, it may behoove you to get a set of forks and a tractor or something with a bucket loader on it to pick up the big sections a little bit easier and not have to cut them into so many pieces. But there's a lot of small trees up here you can get started with, earn you some money, and then buy a piece of machinery to handle the big trees with, like a feller buncher or something like that, like the Conesi or whatever, however you pronounce that brand that's on here, that cuts them and saws them and everything. So I think that's about all we have for you, and in this video we're trying to keep it short for our first couple of videos on this channel.
Yeah, you guys, that's all we have. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. If you have any tutorials that you would like to see, leave a comment below, and we'll try to work through them and see what we can find out. Thanks you guys for watching, and have a good day.